today I'm reviewing the Benton UV Airfit Sun Defense Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time sponsoring their videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out NobiusBeauty.com. Check out my Patreon community or click on the link below. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for clicking on the link. I appreciate it. It makes a huge difference keeping my channel independent. I really think it makes a difference. And sponsored videos and ads and sponsored products, they're just ending up everywhere now. Reddit gets sponsored ads that people post with sponsored products. The Sephora community, everywhere. So anyway, I mean, you can't even look at a product anymore without seeing a free sample received in exchange for review. Anywhere. They're everywhere, even on the brand's webpage. So anyway, okay, getting down to this one. So, fitted with SPF 50+, PA+++++, coming in with a lightweight, highly blendable formula. This chemical sunscreen is clinically tested to fend off UV rays while leaving zero white cast. I don't know about that one. We'll get to it. A brew of skin soothers, including cic extract, panthenol, licorice root, and vitamin E. Keep skin in tip-top condition. I've got a lot of thoughts on this one. Some kind of conflict with each other. So, anyway, let's go right off to packaging. No issues with the packaging. Enjoy the packaging. Nice, pretty mermaid green. That's what I call it. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does contain N-butyl alcohol, which I personally categorize that more as a fragrance as an alcohol. So, we'll get to fragrance next. So, it does contain N-butyl alcohol, which I just mentioned. It's a perfuming and solvent ingredient. Usually gives things kind of an aromatic scent to them. It also contains rosemary leaf oil, which is a fragrance ingredient. It gives the product a light herbal scent. It's not super strong. It dissipates nearly immediately. I'm pretty sensitive to fragrance, and I haven't had any issues with this one. So that means something, but doesn't necessarily mean that everyone will have that same experience. So, and I think the rosemary and the N-butyl alcohol give it kind of a slightly cooling feeling when you apply it. Not as much as like a menthol does, but it is there. So if you don't like that feeling at all, you might want to pass on this one. In terms of the manufacturing location, this was made in Korea. So personally, it is a liability making a sunscreen in Korea at this moment. Unfortunately, it just is because of their loopholes that they have going on. I hope they fix them. They need to fix them. I know a lot of brands themselves are doing their own upfront research and testing and things like that, but it just is a liability at this point. Although I do want to mention there are a lot of sunscreens made in other places that have had issues. Almost every brand that makes a sunscreen at some point has had an issue with it. So it is such a specific science to it that it's nearly impossible even for the big brands to not have had an issue with it. So I want to point that out. In terms of the SPF level, we've got SPF 50+, which is at least I'd recommend a 30 on a daily basis. 50 is great. The UVA protection factor of this one is a PA with 4 pluses after, which indicate great, excellent UVA protection. And then for the filters, this one has TINSORB M, which is a UVB and UVA protecting filter. And it also contains UVINUL A+, which is a specific UVA filter. So we've got those two in here. Then I'm going to talk about the filters. Then we'll do the camera. So for this one, UVINUL A+, UVA filter, very high UVA protection and photo state stability. We've got UVINUL T150, very strong UVB filter, not UVA but UVB. Then we've got TINSORB M, that is a hybrid filter. It reflects and absorbs UVB and UVA rays. Great ingredient, but it typically can give things a little bit of white cast. Then finally, we've got UVASORB HEB, which is a UVA2 and UVAB ray absorber, chemical sunscreen agent, and also very stable. It loses 10% of its SPF protection in 25 hours. That is impressive. 2 hours counts as photostable. So in 25 hours, for that filter, only lose 10% of its protection is amazing. Okay, you want to fire up the camera? Oh, you got it fired up. Okay. So, here we go with the...
Make sure the overhead. But...
Okay, there we go. You can see it comes right out of there, dark, which is what you want to see. There we go. It looks a little patchy. I mean, that's maybe just the reflection. It does look a little patchy even when it's not reflecting, but it's why you really want to apply it liberally. So there we go. Interesting. That one looks not quite as dark as the last one I reviewed, so I don't know. Interesting. There we go. I will say the most impressive one I've seen under the UV camera, the most impressive one so far was that Hello Sunday Moisturizer Serum Sunscreen. In my opinion, the one that looked the most impressive in terms of protection was that one from Hello Sunday. It's very impressive, so. Okay, and then in terms of the white cast, it's pretty transparent, although my skin is pretty pale. People with deeper skin tone may notice a very, very slight white cast. It's not terribly noticeable, but it is kind of there, and it does fade once it kind of soaks in, so keep that one in mind. The texture of this one's got a really nice lotion texture, smooths over skin really easily. It does come out of the thing as like a green shade, which you'd think would be kind of a neutralizing shade, but it really doesn't do much in terms of neutralizing like redness or anything like that. And it does have a slight cooling effect instantly when it's applied, but it goes away in about a few seconds. So, then in terms of ease of use, applies nicely over moisturizers and under foundation. It really sets to kind of a natural finish, which isn't really tacky, so very easy to use. In terms of antioxidants and beneficial ingredients, we've got a few. We've got niacinamide, anti-acne, skin brightening, barrier repairing ingredient. We've got Centella asiatica, antioxidant, skin soothing, calming ingredient. We've got neem extract, skin conditioning ingredient, panthenol, barrier repairing, hydrating, vitamin E, antioxidant, hydrating ingredient. We've got licorice root, antioxidant, soothing, calming, brightening ingredient. We've got mannocasicide, which is an antioxidant from Centella asiatica that has wound healing, skin soothing, and antioxidant abilities. Mattacasic acid, another component from Centella asiatica. It's got skin regenerating, wound healing, and moisturizing properties. We've got asiaticacide, antioxidant, wound healing. Asiatic acid, another derivative from Centella asiatica, antioxidant, wound healing. And then adenosine, cell communicating ingredients. So we've got some nice antioxidants, hydrating, calming, soothing ingredients in here. So they did a good job with that. In terms of acnegenic ingredients of this one, we've got two. We've got vitamin E and carbomer. So not terribly, anything terribly listed for that one. In terms of animal testing, they are cruelty-free, so no issues with that. Performance of this one, I'm really happy with this one. Despite the fragrance, it's actually a sunscreen I don't dread applying. I know it's not going to end up looking patchy, and I know it's not going to end up looking terribly shiny either. No issues with pilling or anything like that. No issues with eye stinging, although if you're sensitive to rosemary leaf oil, keep that in mind. Probably a good daily sunscreen. It's not one I would choose if I'm going to be outside all day, or if I'm going to be outside exercising, if I'm outside sweating, or if it's a very, very high UV day. Wouldn't be the one I would choose, because I don't see anything about water resistance or anything on here. So, but just a good day-to-day, running errands, in and out kind of sunscreen. In terms of the price, this is a full size, which is 50 milliliters, 1.7 ounces. Retails for about $20, although if you check Yes Style or all those sites, you can usually get it on sale somewhere. So, anyway, with a 15 being a perfect score, this one got a 12, which is pretty good. Couple small things, small changes would have made a huge difference, but overall it's still a nice product, one that's not one you dread. So, anyway, leave a comment if you guys have had a chance to try this one out, or their other, they've got a mineral version, so interested in hearing your thoughts on that. I'll leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.